Now, step number 7 is where my work, quite frankly, begins. And that's when we start receiving offers, qualifying the buyer, making sure indeed they can afford to buy the home, helping you negotiate it to get the best price and terms for you, and then dealing with things like inspections, contingencies, appraisals, that sort of thing, until ultimately we get on to step 8, which is getting you settled in your home. Okay? Now, with that in mind, what I want to do is share with you what is going on in our market right now. And what we do is we call this a total market overview. And basically what it is, it's a snapshot of our residential real estate market in Spokane. Now, if you look at this, you can see that we've broken this down into price ranges. And currently there are 3,079 homes listed for sale in the Spokane market, right? That's the bad news, right? Now, as you look at this, what price range do you think your home falls in?
Probably right about in the middle range.
Okay. Are you thinking in this range here, 150, 175? Okay.
I think so.
Well, great. Well, let's take a look at this, and I'll share with you what's going on in this range. Now, currently there are 292 homes currently listed for sale. Right? As I said, that's the competition. Now, the next column represents those homes that have actually received offers that have been accepted and are on their way to closing. We call those pendings. And right now there are 202 pendings. So currently in this price range, there are 69.2% of all the homes on the market have received an accepted offer. That's phenomenal. In fact, this is the busiest I've ever seen our market since I've been in the business.
That's good.
Yeah, it is very good. Now, in the last 6 months, we've had 10 homes, only 10 homes expire in this price range. And what I mean by that is basically the market rejected those houses and they didn't sell and they came off the market, okay? However, in the last 6 months, we've closed 394 homes. Now, what I mean by that is these homes all have new owners. And the reason I share this number with you is that this is 6 months worth of sales activity. So 6 months is 394. However, if we go back and we look at the pendings, which really represent the last 30 days, because our average escrow period is about 30 to 40 days long, we have 202. So if I were to multiply this number by 6, you can see it would far exceed 394. Right? Now, in this price point, the average list price of the homes for sale is $161,501. Okay? That's the average list price. Now, the average list price of the homes that actually sold was $161,701. So the homes that are selling actually for a little more than what they're listed. And the reason for this, of course, is our lower interest rates right now, and it's actually a lack of inventory in the marketplace. Now, if you look at our market, other than the very bottom, which is below 50,000, everything that sells in our market sells within 1 to 2% of list price. Now, the reason I share this with you is a lot of people say, well, Bruce, you know what, I agree with your market analysis. However, I'd like to price it $5,000 or $10,000 higher, so I've got room to negotiate. Well, there are 2 challenges with that. One is the people who can afford to buy your home aren't looking $5,000 and $10,000 outside of their price range. And secondly, those who are looking that much higher are now comparing you with homes that are worth $5,000 and $10,000 more. So consequently, you don't get the offers. So when you look at this, you can see, one, you don't need to build a buffer in, right, in order to get your price. My recommendation to you would be to price it at market value and don't negotiate. See, I would rather bring you 10 offers, have you reject 9 of them because they don't come up to your price, than not bring you any offers at all. Okay?
And I'd rather that too.
Okay, great. We're on the same page then. Now, the other significant number here is the average number of days on market. And right now in this price range, the average number of days on market is 53. Okay? And basically that's from the time the house went on the market to the time it came off because it went pending under contract. So you would need to add another 30 to 40 days to that to get the average time frame from the time you put your house on the market to the time you get to move to the next one. So let me ask you again, how quickly did you want to move?
Just as soon as I possibly can.
Okay, great. Now, again, in terms of looking at this pricing, what I've done here is I've done this little target, and what it shows is that if you want to sell, and you can see here based on our numbers, that if you want to sell, you need to be within 2% of market value. That's where the offers are occurring. And what you'll find is the further you are off of price, the less activity you're going to get. And you and I both have the same goal, and that's to get your home sold. So this is the big picture. Do you have any questions about this?
I don't think so at this
Okay,
time.
great. So what I'd like to do now, Susan, is narrow the focus down to your home. And with that in mind, I've done